13. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Son Christ, Isupk HQ, Isupk headquarters, Sabbath service has officially begun. Shofar, which means horn. Yayan, which stands for wine. La Yasharala, which means to Israel. Son of Christ, men of Israel, and Majam, which means to stand. We're going to recite the prayers, starting with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. So we're playing Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Taba'ah, Matazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Ka, Yawam, Wasalakinawa, Kawawafinawa, Kasalakinawa, Kawawafinawa, Wala'ah, Habayayinawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayinawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Nakah, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, La'awalamya, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. So like the whole Yala. So let's take your register.
Hoyala, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Hoyala, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yasharala.
Yahawah Hashem Yahweh Shabbarakatah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Get the prayers. So, can you read the transliteration in the Hebrew? All right. Go ahead to the next page.
Hakak, the power. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Larapa, Kamakala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha, Matazarayam, Hakak, Lahakwayam, Lama Sayam,
Hamathayam,
Hakak, Al-Rakawaf, Hatama Allah, Lagarashan,
Bahasham,
Yahushua. The water Aman.
The water Aman in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalm 121.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Ayash. Ayasha. Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Harayam.
Haharyam.
Maharan.
Ma'ayan.
Yabah.
Yabaa.
Azariah.
Isaiah.
Isaiah. Ma'an. Yahweh. Ahash. Asha. Shamayam. Wa'arataza. Al-Yatan. Lamawat. Ragalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hanan. La'a. Yanawam. Wala'a. Yayashan. Shamawar. Yashara'ala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Ayad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'a yakaka. Wa yarak. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makar. Yashamar. Athar. Napashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'afka. Wabawaka. Ma'atha. Wa'ad. Iwalam. In the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee. Will not slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. For this time forth. And even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam. Damaya. Laka. The Takarash. Tashakwat. Kaya. Hana. Awayab. Yaka. Yahama Yawan. Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al-Imaka, Yaira Yamwa, Sawad, Wayata Ya Aitazawa, Altazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Aiwad, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, La, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Bara'af, Yakawafwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamilayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagoyam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashah, I'm Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zalawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sara'a, Kayabian, Banakar, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa. So like it. Yashawam. Do the same to Hoya Alabama Bishop. Now Aita Zawalad, Yakad, Alyaka, Bara'af, Yakawafwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamilayam, Mawa Abba, Wahagoyam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Halashak, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zawawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kayabian, Banakor, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nadayabawa, Kaira, Wakazaaba, Wakazaba, Wakatazalmanai, Kana Sayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, La Nawa, Af, Nawaf, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira. So like it. Get this while you write it. Come, sir.
Escutando, sir.
Taba'ira Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. Talahat. Haryam. Kankaradatma. Basa Iraka. Wabasa Wapafka. Tabahalam. Mala'a. Panyaham. Kwalawan. Wayabakwashwa. Shamka. Yahawa. Yabashwa. Wayaba'awa. Ai. Waya Kapawa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Ayawan, Al-Kaharataza,
Al-Kaharataza.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O my power.
Keep not thy silence, O my power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
and be not still.
And be not still.
O my power.
O my power.
Salute. Thy enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up their head.
Has lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
Come.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel.
That the name of Israel.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
But they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
The Moab.
And the Hagarim.
And the Hagarim.
The Baal.
The Baal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Esau also is joined with them.
Esau also is joined with them.
They have opened the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of
Lot.
Salah.
Do unto them.
As
unto the Midianites.
And unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
And to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
And to Jabin.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make them nobles like Oreb.
And like Zahab.
And like Zahab.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Sabbath.
As Sabbath.
And as Almuna.
And as Almuna.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of the power and possession.
The houses of the power and possession.
O my power.
O my power.
Make them like a reel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth for wood.
As the fire burneth for wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy
storm. Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with
that
shame.
They may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble forever.
In trouble forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou. Whose name alone is.
Whose name alone is.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Of the Most High.
Of the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Isupk blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Yahweh Shah?
Why Wamayam Kala? Wamayalaka? Why Mayak Allah?
Why Mayaka Allah?
Why Alahayim?
Why Alahayim?
Mataza Matazabayla. Matazabya. Alawak Yahana. Ha Alawakya. Hasaranya. Ha Kwazata Young.
Ha Kwatazayanya.
Ha Yalyam.
Hakaya Yalyam.
Waha Kwathya.
Waha Akwathyan.
Yahweh.
Bahasham. Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
In the English. Bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always. So be it. I actually get curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh. King of heaven and earth. And all things living. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. That speak against us. Thy prophets. The teachers. The princes. The priests. The Israelite brothers. And the school. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose. The treasure. Of the rich of Israel. That refuse to give to the school. Force their riches. To enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the Edomites. And the nation. And their drug dealers. The court system. The prison system. Planned Parenthood. All the governments of our enemies. Amalek synagogues and armies. Roman Catholic Church. The Pope. Islam. Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Fassi Kamatazi. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. National Space Program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marine. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. Cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. To the earth. And consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahweh Shah. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak that word. Cause it to be known by all. That it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always. So be it. So, which means to turn. Grace. Shabbat. See it.
Up. Son Christ. Alright. Last week, we left off. Where we left off at last week? You remember? Job. Left off at Job chapter 33. Double check that. Job 33 and 34 is where we left off at last week. All right, so today we're going to pick it up at Job 33 and verse 25. We're going to start in the Hebrew. Start right here, right? Start right here. All phones on mute. Put on vibration. Come. All right. Job chapter 33, verse 25 in the Hebrew. Baruch Tawada. Double check if there's someone at the door. Don't come. No commercial, but no.
Now there's people checking out.
All right, no sweat afterwards. Oh yeah. State your registry.
Yashua Miyala, Bun Yum Yum, Bun Yashala.
Yashua Miyala.
Yashua Miyala.
Bun Yum Yum.
Bun Yanya.
Bun Yashua.
Bun Yashala.
Yahweh Shimon Shabbat.
Yahweh Shemiyan Shabrakata.
Let him go through. Got another not Yashua? You can use this one. I'll grab it.
Oh, I got my phone, so lock you. Okay, go.
Shabia. All right, you want to take the first set?
Where we at, sir?
33 and 25.
Job 33, 25.
You can start.
Come. Job 33, 25. This is the book of Job, chapter 33, verse 25. Right. What's up? Let's lock it. What's a pot?
Back up.
What's a pasha? With the pasha? The shipper. What's a pash? It's like what the pash? Basharak?
Yeah. Why you want to talk to us? Oh, because we don't have
Mawa?
like this in Australia.
Mawa'ira?
We're not here to teach your people. Oh, no, but it'd be more like a conversation.
Yeshawa?
Who you represent? I'm from
Laya?
the coffee shop.
Maya, Ilawa, Maya, Slap it. Ilawama, Yawa, verse 26. Ya'ithar, al-waha, wayara taza, hawa, wayara'a, pawayawa, Bata, Batawawa, Batora, Ba, Bata, Rawai, Rai, I, Waya, Wayashab,
You have the business first?
La'a, La'an, La'ana, La'ana Wash, Tizada.
Okay, so can we contact you this email?
Yes,
It's back over there.
yeah.
You could contact, okay, so someone will contact.
Tizadakwa, Tizadakota, Tazata, Tazadakwa, Tawa, verse 27. Osha, Yeshua, Yeshar, Aila, Aina, Anayam, Aina Shiyam, Anashiyam, Oya Amora, Kata, Kata'ata, Kata, Kata'af Yam, Nayashar, Ha'ai Wayathan, Ha'ai Wayathan, Ha'ai Wayataya.
Keep going.
Wala'a, Shawaha, Laya, verse 28. Pata, Napashia, Yaibora, Bashakaf, Raha, Wahayataya, Wahayathawa, Ba'anara, the Ra, Aha, verse 29. Han, Kal, Allaha, Yapai, Allah, Allah, Pa'ayam, Shalawasha, Shalawash, Yum, Aim, Gabara, verse 30.
You started at 25, right?
Come,
Sir, keep going.
Come. Lahashayam, that's like Lahashayam, Wapash, Napashwa, Manaya, Wahaf,
That's a shah.
I was lucky. Shahaf, no, Shakaf, so lucky. La'ara, Ba'ara, Haka, Yum. Come. Kaya. Is that the right way to pronounce that?
That's not, keep going, that's not a word.
Oh, come.
Start at 31 now.
Verse 31. Aqua shop.
That's Job's name.
Who is this Job's name? Come, sir. Ayawa.
God.
Shemai.
God.
Laya. Hakarash. Wa'anakya. Slack, say it again, Baba Kashor.
Wa'anakia.
Come. Wakabara. Verse 32.
Adabar.
Adabar.
God. That was it.
Good.
Job chapter 33, verse 25. His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall return to the days of his youth. 26. He shall pray unto Yahweh, and he will be favorable unto him, and he shall see his face with joy, for he will render unto man his righteousness. Verse 27. He looketh upon men, and if any say, I have sinned and perverted that which was right, and it profited me not.
Okay, so this account is Elihu, all right? That was one of the youngest brothers that spoke to Job during his trials and tribulation. So this was what he had to say after all the three friends of Job spoke. And he was speaking, basically saying, in verse 13 is where it starts, when he said, why dost thou strive against him? Speaking about the Most High, for he giveth not account of any of these matters. For God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceived it not. So everything here is saying is as far as what the Most High does to chasten, to chastise us. All right, keep going.
Verse 28. He will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light. Verse 29. Lo, all these things worketh Yahweh oftentimes with man. Verse 30. To bring back his soul from the pit, to be enlightened with the light of the living. Verse 31. Mark well, O Job, hearken unto me, hold thy peace, and I will speak.
He's telling Job to be quiet. I gotta check with I'm gonna check with General Mahaiman, but also I gotta read the following chapters to see exactly, right, as far as the spirit of Elihu. I can't remember off the top of my head. But the Most High will be speaking in one of these chapters, so we can see exactly as far as his perception about everything. Because what we are looking at here is three friends of Job who is giving their opinions, and then now Elihu come and he's giving his opinion. All right, but then the Most High is going to speak, which is what matters above all these four brothers speaking to Job.
If I may, Adawar.
God.
I might be wrong or right, sir, but I believe the youngest one was the wisest of the one, and the Most High. I don't want to go ahead, but he's going to credit him about that.
Yeah, I got chapters. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I gotta double check. As far as that's why I said as far as the spirit here, because he's telling Job to be quiet. I'm gonna speak. All right. Pick it up in the Hebrew.
Come. The book of Job, chapter 33, verse 32. Yash. Malayan. Hashayab. None.
Hashayabnaya.
Hashayabnayam. Hashayabnayam. The water, sir. The bara.
The bar.
The bar.
The bar means to speak.
Come. Kaya. Kapatazatha. Kapatazatha. Kapatazatha.
Tazafia.
Tazafia. Slaki. Kapatazak Kayafi. The Yafia. Am I saying right, sir?
Kapatazafia.
Kapatazasi. I'm talking to a sloppy out of one.
Keep going.
I'm
Tazafia.
Tazafia.
Keep going.
Taza, the quack, Counter?
Taza the quack.
The water.
33.
Oh, verse 33. Ayan. I thought. Shemai. La. Hakash. Ala pak. Kakama. Book of Job, chapter 34, verse 1. Wayaan. Allah Yawa. Waya Amar. Verse 2. Shemira. Kakamayam. Malaya. Wayathayam.
That's a da.
Da. Oh, that's a da. Ayam.
No,
what
cross?
Wayad.
Every time you see the
verse
end. Okay. Next verse. Now you see here. You see it's 3, but verse 2 starts right here. Okay. So verse 2 starts here. Verse 2 ends here.
Hazaya now.
But that's on the 4.
Haha.
It's on the 4. But 4 don't start.
Ha'azaya.
It's confusing.
Haza.
Unless you read like what you have to understand.
In the what?
Right.
Lawyer. Verse 3.
So like this is one.
Kaya.
God, this is one right here.
Azan.
1, 2.
Malayan.
Right. 3, 4.
The Bakan.
5, 6,
Baka.
7. But sometimes you will see it happen where the verse even here, but like for example here 11, right? 11 don't start here.
You're tired.
You see this? Because 10 ends right here.
You're tired.
So 11 start.
You're tired.
You understand?
La
so you gotta look at the end.
Akala.
The previous verse.
Verse 4
stops right here. So 11, like you would think 11 starts here, right? But 11
Naba,
because 10 don't end until Naba,
okay.
And then 11 starts here.
Naba Kara.
What verse you in?
I'm in the book of Job, chapter 34, verse 4. Come. La Noah. Ladai. Yanawa. Ma. Tawab.
He's gonna get to 5 now.
Tawab. Verse 5.
Last verse.
Come. Kaya.
Mhm.
Amar.
Mhm.
Ayam.
Job.
Oh. Ayanawa.
Ayawab.
Ayawa. Ida Quaf. Ida Quafia. Ya. Slaki, not ya. Al.
Hold on. After double check this. After Ayawab,
Ayawa.
it should be Tazadak.
Tazadak.
Tazadakwafia.
Tazadak.
Double check.
About me, sir. Last word, top.
Yeah, Ayawab, Tazadakwafia. You didn't say that word.
Quafia.
Right after Ayawab.
Ayawa. Oh, Salakia. Ayawa. Tazadakwia.
Tazadakwafia.
Tazadakwafia.
God.
The water out of one.
That's it.
Al. Hashayar.
That's a sa.
Hasa. Hasayara.
Hasayar.
Mashapatyam.
Mashapap.
Mashapat.
God. That was the last verse. Pick it up, Volume.
Job chapter 33, verse 32. If thou hast anything to say, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify thee. 33. If not, hearken unto me, hold thy peace, and I shall teach thee wisdom.
I have to double check, right, what he said after he speaks, because he's speaking to a man that's, elder than him. All right, so you got to check the spirit and what occurs afterwards, after he speaks.
Sloppy, sir. Is he checking, if I may, sir, Baba Kashar, is he checking all four of them or just those 3 men?
Everyone.
Come.
Job is getting it right here.
Come.
He's telling Job, keep your peace, and I'm going to teach you wisdom. That's what he's saying to Job right here. Read that again.
Verse 33. If not, hearken unto me, hold thy peace, and I shall teach thee wisdom.
If I may, Salaki, Baba Kashar. In verse 32, when it says, for I desire to justify these, he talking about himself or
Nah, he's basically saying, I'm trying to, basically I'm with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with you. I would like to justify you, meaning would you translate? I'm on your side.
Let me speak for you.
Not let me speak for you, but I'm on your side.
Come.
As far as explaining to you what's happening. All right, I'm on your side. I want to justify you, but I gotta tell you wisdom. I gotta teach you wisdom. It's like you if you're checking a man, right? You're checking the man not because you're his enemy. Like, I'm trying to justify you, right? But let me explain to you what's going on. Let me teach you wisdom. All right, that's the spirit of it. Not speaking for him, so to speak. Keep going.
Job chapter 33, chapter 34, verse 1. Furthermore, Elihu answered and said, verse 2, hear my words, O ye wise men, and give ear unto me, ye that have knowledge. Verse 3, for the ear trieth words as the mouth tasteth meat. Verse 4, let us choose to us judgment. Let us know among ourselves what is good.
Only black people talk like this. For the ear trieth words as the mouth tasted meat. You got Officer Kashako boy. He like to say, you got to hold on. Repeat that. You got to taste these words.
Right.
That's scriptural.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 5. For Job hath said, I am righteous, and Yahweh hath taken away my judgment.
That was the last verse, right?
All
right. I'll pick this up. Job 34, verse 5. In the Hebrew, Yeah, count down to 7, right?
Come.
The last verses. Kaya Amar Hayawab Tazadakwafia Wa'ala Ha Sayar Mashapafia, verse 6, Al Mashapat Akatazab Anawash Katazaya Balia Pashai, verse 7, Maya Gabal Ka Ayawab Yashatha La'aib Kamayam, verse 8, Wa Arak Laka Bara Ain Pa'alia Awan Wa Lalakaf Ain Anashia Rashai, verse 9, Kaya Amar La'a Yasakan Gabor Baratazafwa Ain Alahayam, verse 10, Lakan Anashia Lababa Shamaiwa Laya Kalala La'al La'ala Marashai Washadia Ma'aiwa, verse 11, Kaya Pail Adam Yashalom Lawa Wakarak Ayash Yama Tazanawa, verse 12, Amanam Allah La'a Yara Yara Shayai Washadia La'a Ya'aiwaf Mashapat. In the Hebrew, in the English, so I get it.
Job chapter 34, verse 6. Should I lie against my right? My wound is incurable without transgression. Verse 7. What man is like Job, who drinketh up scorning like water? 8, verse 8. Which goeth in company with the workers of iniquity, and walketh with wicked men. Verse 9. For he hath said, it profiteth a man nothing that he should delight himself with Yahweh. Verse 10. Therefore hearken unto me, ye men of understanding, for it be from Yahweh that he should do wickedness, and from the
say God right here.
Slack.
Because that's in the Hebrew, that's Allah. You see. That was which verse you just read? 9?
Verse 10.
That was verse 10.
Slack.
That's Allah.
Okay.
Just say God here.
Verse 10. Therefore hearken unto me, ye men of understanding. Far it be from God that he should do wickedness, and from the Almighty that he should commit iniquity. Verse 11. For the work of a man shall he render unto him, and cause every man to find according to his ways. Verse 12. Yea, surely God will not do wickedly, neither will the Almighty pervert judgment.
That was the last verse? All right, God. So basically here, I don't get what he's saying as far as saying that Job drank up scorning like water. All right, and work and which go in company with workers of iniquity and walk with wicked men. All right, we're gonna see furthermore when we get back into the English what's going on here. What was that? The last verse? Verse 12?
That was verse 12.
I'll pick it up in verse 13 in the Hebrew. Job chapter 34, verse 13. Maya Pakwad Al Yawa Aratazal Wamaya Sham Tabal Kala, verse 14. Yashyam Alayawa, Labwa, Ra Wakawa, Wana Shamathwa, Alayawa, Ya Isupk, verse 15, Yagawai, Kal, Bashar, Yakad, Wa Adam Al, Aipal, Yashawa, verse 16, Wa'am, Bayana, Shammai, Zaaf, Ha'a, Zayana, Lakwawa, Malia, verse 17, Ha'ap, Shawana, Mashapat, Yakabawash, Wa'am, Tazadayak, Kabayal, Tara, Shayai, verse 18.
Last verse.
Last verse.
Oh, it's Slocky. Next verse.
God, I felt like I only read 2 verses.
Slocky. Got ahead of myself, sir.
Ha'amar, Lamalak, Bala Yael, Rashai, Al, Nada Yabiam, verse 19, Ashar, La'ah, Nasha'ah, Panya, Shariam, Wala'ah, Nakar, Shawai, Lapanya, Dal, Kaya, Ma'aisha, Yadayan, Kalam, verse 20,
last verse.
Ragai, Yamafwa, Wakatazawaf, Layala, Yagai, Shawa, Ain, Waya'ai, Bawa, Waya Sayas, Waya Sayawa, Abayar, La'a, Bayad. All right, in English.
This is Job chapter 34 and verse 13. Who hath given him a charge over the earth? Or who hath disposed the whole world? Verse 14. If he set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath. Verse 15. All flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto dust. Verse 16. If now thou hast understanding, hear this. Hearken to the voice of my words. Verse 17. Shall even he that hateth right govern? And wilt thou condemn him that is most just? Verse 18. Is it fit to say to a king, thou art wicked, and to princes, ye are ungodly? Verse 19.
I gotta double check with this, right, to see the context. All right, in the earlier verses in verse 8 and 9, and especially how he spoke to Job to tell Job, like, listen, be quiet. I'm gonna teach you wisdom. All right, I gotta double check with General Muhammad before I expound on this. Keep going.
Verse 19. How much less to him that accepteth not the persons of princes, nor regardeth the rich more than the poor, for they all are the work of his hands. Verse 20. In a moment shall they die, and the people shall be troubled at midnight.
All right, so basically in these verses, he's expressing how, we are really nothing, in front of the Most High. All right, we really nothing. We will go back into dust. All right, no matter what your position is, or if you're poor, if you're rich, all of that is in the hands of the Most High. You can be destroyed tomorrow as a billionaire, or you could be destroyed today as a poor man. right? It don't matter to the Most High.
If I may, sir, if I'm correct, I believe what you said about verse 19, that will also cover verse 18, when it says all from the work of his hands, meaning that like good and wicked people come from me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm correct, if I'm touching on it, sir.
Read verse 18.
Verse 18. If it fit to say to
is
it fit to say to a king, thou art wicked, and to princes, ye are ungodly. And in verse 19, how much less to him that accepteth not the persons of princes, nor regardeth the rich more than the poor, for they all are the work of his hand. If I'm correct, like basically saying wicked people that are here today and the righteous people that are here today, they all come from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying this based on what the Most High is going to say in later chapters. You know
what he's saying here is reflecting in verse 15 when he said, "All flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto dust." All right. This is why he said what he said in verse 18. Is it fit to say that to a king thou art wicked, and to princes ye are ungodly? All right. Speaking of what he says in verse 15, all flesh shall perish. Read verse 20.
Verse 20. In a moment shall they die.
Which is confirming what he said earlier. Keep going.
And the people shall be troubled at midnight and pass away, and the mighty shall be taken away without hand.
All right. Meaning nothing happened on this earth without the Most High. Right? Whether it be wicked, because the Most High tells you, I create the light and darkness. All right. Not that the Most High create evil. The evil that he's speaking about is the punishment for not following the light. The punishment for not following the righteousness of the Most High is the evil that he created. So you're not going to follow the Most High, then you're going to be subjecting yourself to the evil. All right. Not the evil that you're doing that he creates. He don't create homosexuality for you to be a homosexual, but he create the punishment for homosexuality. He created the punishment for thief, the punishment for murderers. All right, he creates that evil. So everything that happens on his watch. All right. Keep going.
That was it.
Verse 20.
Concept.
All right. You want to pick it up, Yahshua?
Come. This is the book of Job, chapter 34, verse 21 in Hebrew.
Oh, yeah, 21.
Kaya. Ayanan yan. That's like
Ayan Yawa.
I. The Wakaya. Ayash. Slovakia.
That's a wa.
Wakal. Tis the I, the young.
Tis the I, the Yawa.
Tis the I, the Yawa. Slovakia.
That was right.
Oh.
Yara'ah.
Verse 22. Ayan. Kashak. Na ayan.
That's a wa.
Oh. Wa ayan. Wa ayan. Tazala. Trying to say it too fast. Tazala. Mawaf. Laha Shatar Sham Pa'ilaya.
If you need to go out, you could grab this.
Awan. Verse 23. Kaya. La'a. Island. Ayash. Yashiyam. Iwa, Iwa. Laha, Laha, Lahalak. Lahalaka. Allah.
Al.
Al.
All right. It's with, and Allah is God. So you kind of have to read into it to see if it's saying God or if it's saying with. It's like one of these words that spells the same, but they don't mean the same. All right, you gotta read it. Once you read it, you know it's not talking about right. It's not saying to your right, to my left. It's saying you're wrong or you're right, even though it's spelled the same. All right, but once you read it, you will know. This is saying with, this is saying God. So here he's saying Allah. All right, with God.
What, sir?
No, sir.
Bama, Amashapah, verse 24. Your eye, Kabyara, Yam, La'a, Kwa, Waya Aimat, Yama Ayat, Waya Aimar,
Waya Aimad.
oh, that's a duh. Waya Aimad, let's look it. Akarayam, the Katham, verse 25, Lakan, Yakad, Yakayar, Ma'ai, Bad, Yaham,
Ma'ai Bad Yaham.
Ma'ai, Bad Yaham, the water. Waha, let's look it up.
You right?
Waha, Pa,
Come.
Laya, La.
You text me out. I'm doing a Sabbath service.
Wayad, Kawa. It's like it don't sound right. Wayad, Kawa.
Where you at?
I am on the last word on Hebrew, Job 34:25. Wayad, Kawa. Is that proper, sir?
Wayad.
Kawa.
Wayad the Kawa.
Wayad the Kawa. The water. The Kab. Rasha'ayim. Sapakwam. Bayakwawam. Ra'ayam. Verse 27.
That's verse.
The water, sir. Asher.
Ashar.
Ashar.
It is Asher in the English.
Oh, God. God, sir. I'll. Come.
In the transliteration, but keep going.
Come, sir. Surun.
Come.
Makarayam, Yam, Makal, Derakal, Yam, La'a, the rock.
You have to pay attention to the na and the wa.
No.
You mistake them often. Where you will say na instead of wa.
So
that's what you have to work on, the na and the wa.
The ra,
the na, and wa.
Na and wa.
Yeah.
So that's the ra right there, first two syllables.
This is the rock ya wa.
The rock. Cool.
Darakia wa. Like you would say Darakia, Darakian instead of wa. Because they look the same. They look almost the same, but they not.
Come, sir. Water.
No sir.
La'ab, Hashaka, Yalawa.
That was the last verse.
Come, sir.
Job chapter 34, verse 21. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. Verse 22. There is no darkness, nor shadow of death, where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. Verse 23. For he will not lay upon man more than right, that he should enter into judgment with Yahweh. Verse 24. He shall break in pieces mighty men without number, and set others in their stead. Verse 25. Therefore he knoweth their works, and he overturneth them in the night, so that they are destroyed. Verse 26. He striketh them with wicked men in the open sight of others. Verse 27. Because they turned back from him and would not consider any of his ways.
All right, and this is basically the theme of the children of Israel throughout the entire Bible. As far as the punishment that we receive from the Most High, is because we turn away from His commandments. All right, this is the theme of the Bible. This is the theme of the children of Israel, as far as how stiff-necked we are as a people. All right, so here, of course, they are using Job. He's using Job experience to express how the Most High deals with judgment. All right, that was the last verse, right? 27. All right, I'll pick it up in the Hebrew. Verse 28. Is this the six set? Just double check for me. We started at 33 and 25.
33, 25.
Job chapter 34, verse 28. Lahabaya al yawa tazai kwaf da wa tazai kwaf I nayayam yashamai, verse 29. Wahawa yashakwat wamaya yarashai waya Sathar, Panyam, Wamaya, Yashawa, Runwa, Wa'ail, Gawaya, so like a Goya, Wa'ail, Adam, Yakad, verse 30, Mamalak, Adam, Kanak, Mama Kwashia, Ain 31, Kaya, Al Allah, Ha Amar, Nashafia, La'a, A Kabal 32, Balaidia, A Kaza, Atha, Harania, Iwal, Pa'ai Lafia, La'a, Asayat, 33, Hama'ai, Mark, Ha Ma'aimaka, Khan.
So you start at verse 25 in the Hebrew?
Khan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You read 24 last, right? He shall break in pieces mighty men without number.
You read verse 25 in English. You started in verse 25 in Hebrew, correct, sir?
Oh, you talking from chapter 33?
From chapter we're on the 6th set, by the way. We got one more set left. From the Hebrew, you start at Job 34, verse 25, correct, other one?
23.
No, we're 34 right now, right?
So you're talking about this set?
Con, sir.
Which one you last read? Which verse you last read?
I read from 21 to 27.
27? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You on 33?
Did I start in the right verse?
You should have
started on 28, right?
Concept.
28?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You in verse 33 right now, sir?
Cut.
34 is the last verse in the one slot.
All right, cut. I'm gonna start 23 from the beginning. Hama'aimaka Yasha Lam cut.
Slap. You said you're gonna start 23?
33.
Oh, 33 slap.
33. Job chapter, what is it?
34.
Verse 33 in the Hebrew. Hama'aimaka Yasha La Yashalam Shalaya. Yasha Lamana Kaya Ma'asaf Kaya Tha Tabakar Wala'a Anya Wama'a Yadai Dabar 34. See, 34 is the last verse, right?
Last verse, sir.
Anashia Labab Ya Amarwa Laya Wagabor Kakam Shamai Laya.
This will be the 7th verse. So
This is going to be the 7th set.
Come, sir.
Starting at 35, right? With the English.
Job chapter 34, verse 35. Job hath spoken without knowledge, and his words were without wisdom.
Hold on. Verse what?
35,
La.
34,
You starting at 28.
28, Salakia. Job chapter 34, verse 28. So that they cause the cry of the poor to come unto him, and he heareth the cry of the afflicted. Verse 29. When he giveth quietness, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only.
All right. Basically, you cannot go against the Most High's will. Right. If it's the Most High's will for 40,000 people to be unalive in Turkey through one earthquake, this is what's going to happen.
Right.
If it's the Most High's will for 1 million to be unalive because of the COVID-19, whether you believe it's 5G, meanwhile you on TikTok every day with your 5G. Right, talking about a conspiracy theorist, conspiracy theory, never giving the Most High credit for it. Right. All right. If it's the Most High's will, it is going to happen. Nobody can go against the Most High's will. All right.
If I may, or afraid of vaccine because that's how they kill us. You see,
right?
It's a lot.
God. Meanwhile, you're eating that pork sandwich and smoking cigarettes and smoking weed. Right. You know, there's never a conspiracy on the weed.
Come on, sir.
There's never a conspiracy on 420 is never a conspiracy.
Come on, sir. That's not killing us.
Yeah, that's not killing us.
It's not black in our
conspiracy. You know. Keep going,
Khan. Verse 29. When he giveth quietness to then, who then can make trouble? And when he hideth his face, who then can behold him? Whether it be done against a nation or against a man only.
That's what we just expounded on. Keep going.
That the hypocrite reign not, lest the people be ensnared.
All right, and this is what's happening right now on the earth, right? And these people, that's why their kingdom is falling, right? Because they cannot reign forever, all right? Because the entire earth will be ensnared. That's why the scripture says when the wicked rule, what happened? The people are in mourning, and right now the entire earth is in mourning because the wicked are ruling, and their reign has to come to an end. Right. Keep going. 31.
Verse 31. Surely it is meet to be said unto Yahweh, unto God, I have borne chastisement. I will not offend any more.
All right. right? So it is wise to say that. All right, there's definitely wisdom to say, you know what? I've done wicked in the past. Let me not do wicked anymore.
Right.
That's what Christ told us. That's what he said to the sister that they was gonna unalive because they wanted him to go against Moses.
Right.
They wanted Christ to say something against Moses so they could have a reason to be justified in unaliving him. All right, you say, go and sin no more. So this is why it is meet to be said unto God, I have born, I have commit sin, and I will not sin anymore. Keep going. 32.
Verse 32. That which I see, teach not thou me. If I have done iniquity, I will do no more. Verse 33. Should it be according to thy mind, he will recompense it.
So you can't, sin, right? You can't be out here going into every single woman that you see, right? With fat behind. Mm-hmm. And you're not gonna go with them. You're not gonna be with them. You're not gonna spend the rest of your life with them. You just smashing everything. Then when you get HIV, you're like, damn, God, you could have given me herpes instead. Right. You could have given me you could have given me crab instead. You can decide what type of punishment. The punishment is not going to be unto your mind, unto your liking. And this is what happened to a lot of our people because we're not built for war because of what this society has done to us. The society has turned us into cowards. That when we face reality, we don't want to deal with it. Right. We don't want to deal with reality. We don't want to deal with the consequences of our actions. Right. Then we start smoking weed because you don't want to face reality. You've given up in life. You've given up for the battle.
Slakia, sir, if I may. And also, you have to put a blame, sir, if I may, Slakia, you put a blame on the Christian church as well. Because it gives you the false set that, like Jeremiah Hines said, that everything is done for you. You're already saved, but you have to work on changing yourself so you'll have more iniquity, so you don't sin anymore. That's the problem with Christianity, because you're taught to believe in the Christian church that it's okay for me to sin. Man falls short. Well, nah, every day you wake up, you have to fight yourself. Right. Not to chase that girl with the big behind. If you know you're not going to sleep with her, to love your brother every time you go out that door, to ask for forgiveness, to tell your brother, yo, I'm sorry for what I did to you. You know what I'm saying? So now pick up the blunt. You have to fight yourself every day, and that's why we got to get our people out the Christian church, because it's the same mindset we're reading right here, sir. The same mindset we're reading that, yo, I didn't do nothing wrong. Why does it come to me? Because no, the evilness you did, the Lord's going to reward you for the same evil. Now what?
Read 33 again, hold on.
Verse 33. Should it be according to thy mind? He will recompense it, whether thou refuse or whether thou choose.
All right. Your punishment is not according to your mind.
Right.
All right. Whether you accept it or not, you're gonna have to deal with that gonorrhea, young man.
Right.
You're gonna have to.
Right.
Deal with that.
Right. Whether you refuse it or not, you could say, why me all you want. All right. And on a larger scale, we as a people have to deal with a wicked people.
Right.
With a people that are no people oppressing us. We have to deal with that. We have to wake up every morning and look at a heathen on our block, owning every real estate on our block.
Right.
We have to deal with that. All right? Because we turned against the Most High. And it's not until our liking. Like it says in the book of Baruch, the Most High didn't allow us to go under the servitude of these people so that we could be destroyed. But it was because, I'm paraphrasing of course, but it was because of our wickedness.
Right.
All right. So now, once you realize that, you have work to do. Now you have to go to war. Now you have to say, you know what? This is what I've done. I'm not going to do it anymore. Right. Like it says in verse 31. I will not offend anymore. All right. Quickly.
Oh, Slakia.
Go ahead, quickly.
No, one more thing. So, like you said, we have to open the door and see this oppressor on us, and he's ruling over us. I don't know about y'all, but I hate going in my pocket pick up currency and let's see his big old face on that dollar. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? And I love my debit card, but now they're taking money out of our banks through the information that let it be known drop. I gotta get my money at the bank because these people we trust are stealing our own money. You know what I'm saying? It's just a wicked society, and the only way to break through is to go back to the Most High God.
Right. And the scripture says, oppression maketh a wise man mad.
That's right.
So it is wise to be oppressed. To be mad at the oppression. It is wise to look at your money and not worship it. Like a lot of our people fall into that trap, into worshiping the money. You're worshiping the fact that you have $150 credit card from Citibank.
Right.
Meanwhile, Citibank went into Haiti and robbed your people. Meanwhile, these people are the same one who finance the slave trade, who are financing your oppression right now. So you can't worship the money. You got to look at it for what it is.
Right.
All right. It is a defense. It is something that we use to feed our people. We use it to grow our nation. We use it to benefit the truth. The same way we use the 5G that you're saying is the mark of the beast.
Right.
5G is the mark of the beast.
Right.
We use that 5G to speak against the mark of the beast.
That's right. That's right.
Oppression maketh a wise man mad. So it is definitely the right spirit.
Damn right.
Keep going, Hoyala.
Verse 34. Let men of understanding tell me, and let a wise man.
Salakia. Read the middle of verse 33. I don't think you read that.
Salakia.
Whether.
Or whether thou choose, and not I. Therefore speak what thou knowest.
All right, speak what you know. All right. Don't say, why me, God? Why you? Because you're wicked.
Right.
Or because it's the Most High's will. All right, just go to war with it. Keep going.
Verse 34. Let men of understanding tell me, and let a wise man hearken unto me. Verse 35. Job hath spoken without knowledge, and his words were without wisdom.
That was the last verse?
Where we start from again,
28.
Khan, I believe that was the last verse.
35.
Right, Khan. This is the part that I definitely have to double check, going back with what he said in the earlier verses about Job, and even in the earlier chapter where he told Job, to be quiet, and he's going to teach him wisdom. All right, we gotta double check that to see the spirit behind it. In the Hebrew, I'll pick the last set in the Hebrew.
Come on.
You want to take it?
Too up.
Okay. Job chapter 34, verse 36 in the Hebrew. Abia, Yabakan, Ayawab, Aid, Natazak, Al, Tashabath, Ba Anashia, Awan 37, Kaya, Yasayab, Al, Kataafwa, Pashai, Bayanyawa, Yasa Pawak, Wayarab, Amaryawa La Allah, chapter 35, verse 1. Waya'ain Alayawa Allah Yahweh Waya'amar 35 and 2. Haza'af Kashabath Lama Shapat Amarath Tazadakia Ma'al, verse 3. Kaya, give me a counter, right? Yashun. Ta'amar Maha Ya Sakan Laka Ma'a A'ay Y'all Maka Tafia, verse 4. Anya Ashayabka Malayan Wa'af Ra'ayak Ra'ayaka Aimaka, verse 5.
Last verse.
Habat Shamayam Wara Washawal Shakakyum, Gabawa, Mamaka. Hoyala. 34 and 29.
This is Job chapter 34, verse 29.
Come. No, Salakia. 36.
36. My desire is that Job may be tried unto the end because of his answers for wicked men. Verse 37.
Because of his answers for wicked men.
Slakia. If I may, my desire is that Job may be tried unto the end because of his answers for wicked men. Is that saying because? Is that saying because you're just not getting it yet? Is that what the young man is saying to Job? You're saying the wrong things to wicked men. Like you're complaining why it's happening to you.
That's the spirit of what he's saying. Okay, he wants Job to be tried because of his answers. All right. So his answers to him in verse 35, he says Job has spoken without knowledge and his word were without wisdom. So his perception is that when Job spoke to these men, right? Because remember, these three men, Job's three friends, when they were speaking to him, they were not counseling him. Right? Their words were not helping him at all. And what Elihu is saying, the way he answered these wicked men was without knowledge, without wisdom. And he desired that Job may be tried because of his wrong answers, right? Based on what his perception.
And if I may, sir, those men have the same Christian spirit, and he just cut them at the end. He called them wicked.
Right.
That's the major cut.
And that's what we have to read further because I can't recall from the top of my head as far as Elihu's spirit as well here. Desiring for Job to be tried because of his answers. So we're gonna see what happens further. Keep going, Hoyana. Verse 37.
Verse 37. For he addeth rebellion unto his sin, and clappeth his hands among us, and multiplieth his words against God. Chapter 35, verse 1. Elihu spake moreover and said.
Man, I think he spoke for like 3 chapters.
It's a lot.
I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. He's still talking.
If I made the previous chapters saying, I've been waiting, I've been holding in.
Right.
I've been waiting.
He did say that. He's like, I've been waiting for all y'all old head to speak. Now let me teach y'all wisdom.
Most time Christ.
You try and get to the bottom of this, Elihu, but go ahead.
You want right grade.
Verse 2.
Keep going, Elihu.
Thinkest thou this to be right, that thou saidest, my righteousness is more than God's? Verse 3. For thou saidest, what advantage will it be unto thee? And what profit shall I have if I be cleansed from my sin? Verse 4. I will answer thee, and thy champions with thee. Oh, Slacky, and thy companions with thee.
Right? So that's him, speaking to Job. I'm going to answer you, and the 3 friends that you have with you. Keep going.
Is that we started at 30?
I believe. What is it? 4 is the last verse. We started at 36. Right?
36. So
5 will be the last verse.
Verse 5. Look unto the heavens and see, and behold the clouds, which are higher than thou.
All right. This will be the last verse. All right. Okay. This will complete the set. Next week we're going to get to the bottom of this, right? And I believe we're gonna reach 38. Right? These chapters are long. We're not gonna get to 38.
The young man is speaking, sir.
We're not gonna get to 38. All right. We're not gonna get to 38, but in 38 it says, then the Lord answered Job. This is the most important part of it all. All right. After everybody gives their opinion, and then the Most High speak. All right. And this is what we need to know. What is the Most High's desire? What is his will? because that is the entire duty of man. Right? The entire duty of man is to follow the will of the Most High.
Right.
All right. So next week we'll get to the bottom of this. All right. As far as the Most High's judgment and Elihu and the other three friends of Job's. With that, imagine. Christ. Support. Pass me the Yayam, Yashua. You had watched it, right?
Come. You can go heavy handed with that, sir.
You could put it back. So, turn. No, turn towards me. All right, grab this. All right. So, all right, extend your arm. Yashua. You're up.
La Yashar, which means to Israel.
Horn. Alright. So, which means turn and face the east. So we're playing Hakwadam. Yashalom. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer. Start with the Hebrew.
Come on, sir. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabashah Mayam.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Malak Wafka. The Baha.
Haba'ah.
Watazaka. Hayah. Ayash.
Aisha.
Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Nathan. Lanawa. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalak.
Lanawa.
Kawal Wafanawa.
Kawawak Yanawa.
Kasha Nawa.
Kasalak Nawa.
Kawa Waf Yanawa.
Kawawak Yanawa.
Wala. Taba Ya Aftawa.
Tabayai Nawa.
Bana Shayawan.
Banasayawan.
Habal. Hawa Shanawa.
Hawashai Nawa.
Mayan. Right. Kaya. Laka. Hama Kawa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha Allah.
Wa'ala.
Waha Tapa Na Ra.
Wa'atapara.
La'ai Waflov. Wa'ai Wallah. That's right. Wa'ai Lamyam.
La'ai Walamyam.
Slacky. Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. I'll count the power in the Hebrew.
I'll take it.
Take the English.
Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Barakashah. Batalanawa. Hakak. Narapa'ah. Makalah. Makalah. Laka'ah. Hamatazariah. Hakak. Lahakoyim. Lamathim. Hakak. Arakara. Tama'alah. Lagarashon. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Wada Ahmad. In the English.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. No manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahoya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Damawat, Regalka, Alyanawam, Shamarka, Anala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamah, Yashamash, Yakaka, Wayara, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Nazarka, Ma'aitham, Wa'aid
In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall not slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon the right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
Even more.
Even forevermore.
Even forevermore.
So many three in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalaka, Al Takarash, Al Tashakwa, Al Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Yarayamwa, Sawat, Wayata Yaitazawa, Altazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam. Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Aiwa, Hayak, Nawaitazawa, La, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Bara, Yakawafwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamalia, Mawa'aba, Wahagoya, Gabor, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Halashak, Anyashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Dalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zawawai, Labanya Lawat, Salat, Aishalahan, Kamadia, Kasayasara, Hayabia, Hanakor, Wayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ayanda Ara, Ayawa, Naman, Adama, Shayatamwa, the Yabmawa, Kaira, Wakaza Kazabak, Katazamana, Kanasa Yakamwa, Ashar, Marwa, Nayarasha, Nanawa, Na'awa, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Wash, Napanya Rakar, Ka'ash, Kaba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba,
Talahat.
Talahat.
Haryam.
Haryam.
Kantaradakma.
Kantaradakma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa Wapaka.
Basa Wapaka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Malaha.
Malaha.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kuala
Kalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabaawa.
Wayabaawa.
Ayyaai.
Ayyaai.
Wayakapawa.
Wayakapawa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Wayadaiwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Arthur.
Arthur.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Alka-ha-arataza.
In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
Be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
thy
enemies make it tumult.
Thy enemies make it tumult.
And they have hate, and they that hate thee, have lifted up their heads.
Have lifted up their heads.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
Come,
let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
may
be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
But they have counseled together.
But they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They have confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarenes.
And the Hagarenes.
Jabal. And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Saul also is joined with them.
Saul also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
The brook of Kisa.
The brook of Kisa.
Which perish at Endor.
Which perish at Endor.
They become as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Arad.
Make their nobles like Arad.
Like Sahad.
Like Sahad.
Yea. All their princes.
All their princes.
As Sahad.
As Sabbath.
Keep going. And as Amun.
And as Amunah.
Who said?
Let
us take ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of God in possession.
The houses of God in possession.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As stumble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth for wood.
As the fire burneth for wood.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may speak thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
In trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou whose name alone is.
That thou whose name alone is.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Of the Most High.
Of the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. Let's sing it in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Tazab Ya'ah.
Wa Tazab Ya'ah.
Alawak Yahana.
Alawak Yahana.
Ha Alawakyam.
Ha Alawakyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kwatazayamyam.
Ha Kwatazayamyam.
Ha Kayayamyam.
Ha Kayayamyam.
Wa Ha Akwafyam.
Ha Akwafyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Wala Aman.
Wala Aman.
In
the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahana.
Commanding General Yahana.
The general.
The general.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The name of Yahweh Shai.
The name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
ISUPK of curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
All things.
And all things.
Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Listen to us.
Listen to us.
Now.
Now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
And Slakia, to the heathens.
To the heathen.
Yes, Slakia.
Here.
Oh, where am I? Oh. Said evils and curses.
Said evils and curses.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathens.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the schools.
Said evils and curses.
And evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
They refuse to give to the school.
I refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
And evils and curses.
And destruction. It's like and punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nations. And the nations.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
Their court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
The governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity. Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia. Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads. Posse Kamikaze.
Posse Kamikaze.
The gay movement.
Gay movement.
The lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies. Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Navy.
Air Force.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
The
cable access channel. The radio channel. Convict the spirit. Of any black people. That seek to stop us. And bring swift destruction. To all the heathen. That's standing in our way. Or trying to stop us. From broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. Throughout the earth. And consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahweh shine. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathen. That come up against us. As we speak thy word. Cause it to be known. That all it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread throughout the media. Throughout the whole world. Cause it to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you always. So be it.
So, Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahabashim Yahshua Brakathum.
Yachmata, dismiss. All right, remember, in about less than 2 weeks is the Passover.
That's right.
We are going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina, starting from Wednesday, the 29th, I believe, right? Wednesday, the 29th is going to be the lamb slaughter. We got the black party on Thursday. On Friday, I believe, is scripture breakdown. And on Saturday is going to be the Lord Passover.
That's right.
In Raleigh, North Carolina.
That's right.
At the convention center.
That's right.
All Israel, you are commanded to be in the building.
That's right.
We are commanded to observe this high holy day. As we can see in the news, right? What the prophets in the Isupk have prophesied since the 60s, when he was not perceivable. We can look in the news right now and see that we are in World War III. All right. Don't wait for a missile to come down to Brooklyn or to Chicago to believe it. You can see it right now.
That's right.
All right. The Third World War is happening.
That's right.
All right. It is prophecy, and we are commanded to come together as a people, which is what we are going to do in Raleigh, North Carolina, to observe the Lord's 54th annual Passover.
That's quickly. If I may, sir, it's Lockett. This is now Officer Yatasa. He's still traveling to North Carolina by foot. This is a hologram. Don't be fooled. We got the technology. He should be in Virginia by now. This is the technology that Commander General has in Isupk. This is a hologram. The real Yatasa is still walking on foot because he has that zeal. what I'm saying? He has that zeal.
With that, shalom, Israel.
Go.